If I'm going on a date with a girl, if I meet some girl online or I meet her out in the streets and she wants to like, oh, let's go grab a drink, come to a show.
Yeah.
That kills two birds with one stone.
For sure.
Because like you tell people you're a comic, like stand up? Like I do, like what do you do, stand up? Comedy? It's like, oh my God, tell me a joke. Another thing.
Tell me a joke.
Stop asking me to tell y'all a fucking joke on the spot when y'all find out I'm a comic. Don't do that shit. I'm gonna be like, nice to meet you. And then with a straight face and keep pushing.
That's
like,
it.
stop doing that. But it's an easy icebreaker. You come see what I do, right? You come see what I do. More often than not, I'm getting a free drink, a drink ticket, so I can give her that. Here's a drink ticket. And then we can get food over right there. And I'm getting paid to be there.
There you go.
Whether it's $20, $10, whatever. Then I can go to our apps or whatever like that. And it's a win-win situation. I bring that's my cheat code. Bring them, come to a show.
That's not bad.
And that's if you want to get to know me and me friends. Come to the show. I'll kick it with you afterwards. Because I go talk to everybody after the show.
Welcome, Akeem.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming through.
Of course, in the rain, on my scooter.
Hell yeah. We saw a homeless guy riding a scooter outside. We're like, hey, Pravi's sick. You want to fill in?
I'm not homeless, all right? I'm just in between places to live. That's what
I didn't know Tesla made scooters, man.
I don't know if it's Tesla, nigga. I don't know, but it's electric. It was a gift from my old roommate. He gave it to me.
Honestly,
And
just
it be
seeing you,
cruising.
when I saw you across the street, I was like, this nigga's actually whipping in a scooter in the
Yeah.
rain. I was like, I might have to
Absolutely.
get myself a fucking scooter.
Bro, it's so convenient.
Dude, that's
bro.
what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, I'll save gas, especially on sunny days. Obviously, summer's kind of on the tail end
Son,
now.
you save gas. Parking's not an issue.
Oh, that's
You
what I'm saying.
And
You
when,
just pull up-
and when women see you, they be, oh, that's dope. But it's all fun and games
do
till
they
you
say
show up
that?
on a date.
Yeah, dude. What I was gonna say? Do they
When
actually?
you show up on a date and that's your whip to pick them up on a date.
You've done
it's
that,
different. I've not yet. But I brought it up in conversation to like see just the people that are out with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she's like, oh my God, you have a scooter? We got to go for like rides around English Bay and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, well, so like we can go on a date and I'll bring you. She's like, and I'm like, all right, cool.
That was
I
the
get it
vibe, eh?
though. I do get it because like you think about it, you rolling up on a date, you bringing a girl to Cactus or whatever, and like you got the little scooter folded up.
That's why you take your dates? Cactus?
Nah, not necessarily.
No, you said cactus.
I just because this is the first thing that came in my head.
I like cactus. Cactus is probably one of my favorites.
You a basic white.
What? Okay, where do you like to go?
I like to go to the hole in the walls where I won't see people I know.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
I like to go to
respect
like
that.
the mom and pops. I'll Google some shit.
I went to last night. I went to Ask Luigi.
What's
I don't know
that?
if you ever heard of it. It's it's on Alexander Street. It's like in it's fucking shitty neighborhood, but it's all good.
Is that a mom and pop spot?
Yeah.
What'd you
Super
order?
small, man. What's that?
What'd you order?
Rigatoni. I ordered rigatoni, and then we ordered the meatballs before.
Okay.
And then just a bunch of Aperol
I
spritz.
don't like that.
You don't like rigatoni?
Nah.
What do you like? What do you kind of Italian food you
It
like?
says it has rigor in it. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan. I'm trying to ban
It's
words
basically
that
just
rhyme
meat
with
sauce,
nigga.
dog.
No, I know, but I'm just
You try to ban words that rhyme with nigga?
Yeah.
Okay, since when?
It's been an ongoing process.
Yeah?
About 6-7 months.
Damn.
Like I've been trying to cancel the Negroni. The drink?
Don't you order that? He orders the Negroni
'cause
all
it's
the
a
time.
cultural thing.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a bad drink. I don't like it. The way
I don't like
tastes.
it either. It's
It's
all
very
right.
bitter.
It's not as bad as
But I don't like
it's
that.
not my shit.
Cause I don't like shit. Cause like I remember growing up as a kid, I wrote this joke. I wrote a joke, but it's based off of real life. I grew up as a kid. Like I grew up with a bunch of white people, and shout out to my white friends from elementary school.
There you go.
They're still
Where'd
still
you
friends
grow
with me today. Montreal, just outside of
okay.
Montreal. So, but like they would be on some like slick racist shit. They'd be like, Akeem, you know who my favorite action star is? Arnold Schwartz, a nigger, and I'm like,
That's the most basic.
you know
Of
what
black
my
people
favorite
jokes.
chips are? Salt and Vit, nigger. And I'm
Oh
just like,
my god. Yeah.
so it's like I had to deal with that shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? That's like the gray area of racism.
It is.
You feel what I'm saying? It's
It
like
is.
you're not finna throw hands at somebody because they sell salt and vinegar chips. You try to explain that to the principal, like, what's your favorite? What are you mad about? And I'm like, you don't get it.
Yeah, you don't get it.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, but it's like we know what the intent was behind it, but you try to explain it to them, and they hit you with the violence is never the answer.
Yeah, it's like really.
And I'm just like,
all right.
nigga, sometimes you need these hands are the answer.
Hey, we talked about that last time. Sometimes you gotta check somebody.
Sometimes
just
the
one
hands are the
time.
answer.
That's it.
But that's what I'm saying. So shit like that, like Negroni, all that shit, it's just like,
You're trying to cut it out.
well, I don't think it's gonna work, but you know, I try.
Hey, that's
And there's
it.
a lot of shit I've been doing in my life that I've tried, that I've been continuously doing, but it hasn't gone through yet. I
Was
just
that like
think I need to.
exercise?
Huh?
Working out?
Nigga, I work out.
Hey, I was just asking.
First of all, I work out for the people at home.
Yeah.
I just don't do the goofy shit you be doing.
Goofy? What's
Yes,
goofy? What do I do?
Nigga, bro.
He was
when
doing
I wa-
burpees when you came
Bro,
in.
I walked in, the dude was on this joint.
It's called the rowing machine.
That joint.
Yeah.
Then he was doing burpees on either side. Then
Yeah.
did some shit with a kettlebell. I'm like, bro, that's.
Yeah,
I used to do this shit in like 2 minutes. I'm like,
Kettlebell
bro,
deadlifts. Yeah.
nah, we good, bro.
Yeah. So what do you do in the gym? How about that?
Bro, I do chest.
There you go.
I do back. I do arms,
There you
shoulders, abs.
What about legs?
Never.
Never legs.
I stopped doing legs once I stopped playing football.
Why?
What do I need to be able to do? Like, what do I need legs for?
What do you think looks better? Someone jacked up top with like average legs, or someone with like fucking
I have
Saquon
both.
Barkley?
I mean, it looks weird if you top heavy
Yeah.
and you've never done legs. But
Fair enough.
I played football. I spent 8 years playing football, working out at a high level, and then doing legs because I played running back.
So where'd
Now,
you
what do
go
I
to
need
high
do?
school?
I went to high school, Howard S. Billings.
Where's that?
It's in Chateauguay. It's in a place called Chateauguay, a town just outside Montreal.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then you went to Concordia from there.
Because so the way Quebec works is that we have 5 years of high school. We don't got middle school or high school and shit like that. We go from 7 to 11. Then we do this thing called CEGEP,
Yeah.
which is like equivalent to junior college, but it's mandatory for us.
Okay.
You do two to 3 years there. That's where I played football, and then you go to university.
Oh yeah, okay. Because Ontario has grade 13, right?
They do, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that would be our grade 12 and 13.
For sure, yeah.
But it's like mandatory and shit like that. We
Yeah.
have to do it.
Okay, so off the jump, like, where did you grow? You grew up in Montreal. Like, tell us
Grew up
a
in
little.
Montreal.
Give me a little 2-minute spiel of like you growing up, when you got into comedy, what brought you to Vancouver,
Right.
and then now. Give me 3 minutes.
So I grew up in Montreal, born and raised, right? Spent a good chunk of my life traveling back and forth between Montreal and New York because half my family lives in there, my mom's side. My grandmother's there, so that's
you
why I
go.
sound the way I do. Went to high school, out there, college, university, all that stuff. 2-time college dropout,
There you go.
2 times.
Hey, that's-
Dropped
I've
out
never
of
heard that
CEGEP.
before.
Dropped out of CEGEP, dropped out of university. Grew up with all white people. I always had to be silly or else I got beat up.
Yeah.
And then once I got into sales, I did a sales job when I was done university. Then I got into comedy around 2017, trying to convince somebody I wouldn't be good at it.
That's how you got into it.
Yeah. So like a friend of mine took something I said in a conversation. She invited me to go on a boat trip, and I said nah, because there's a bunch of drunk 20-some-year-olds working the boat, and I said no. And then she's like, why? And I was like, well, white people told black people to go on a boat. Didn't work out the way we thought it would. That was the first joke I ever wrote. And she took that, went on stage with it, and said it was the funniest joke of her set.
Yeah.
Asked me to go do it. I said, no, I'm done. Shout out to Evangeline Alexopoulos. That's the homie.
There you go.
And then, so just to shut her up, I went up to this spot called Grumpy's. This is a local bar in Montreal, a comedy staple. You go there to not do well. If you do well there, you're destined for greatness.
There you go.
Went there, just did a lackadaisical set. I was just like, man. Just like not really doing nothing and
Yeah.
no energy, no nothing. Bombed, nobody was paying attention. So I left, and I'm like, all right, wash my hands of this comedy shit. Leave me the fuck alone. She's like, nah. So one day we go, she has a set, and she signed me up. I'm pretty sure that's how the story went. She signed me up for this, for the open mic. So I show up, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So I go up there, and I performed for 2 families and her. It was a family from Northern Ontario. And at the time, my grandmother just passed, and I wrote a joke about how we need to appreciate people while they're living.
Yeah.
Right? Because you only start showing love and start like appreciating people when they're dead.
For sure.
So I said, fellas, getting your dick sucked is a privilege, not a right. That's where that joke went. This is year 1 into writing jokes. So I did that, got a standing O. I'm like, this felt good.
There
So
you
I
go.
committed to it once a month. And then that January of 2018, I got approached and asked to do a show at a school for the welcome back to the semesters. And I go up, they asked me to do 20 minutes. I had 4 minutes of actual material, but I went up there, did what we do, talk shit. Talk shit. Kids were coming up to me, oh my God, you're so great, can I follow you on Instagram, blah, 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 blah. And then the dude comes up to me, and he's like, hey, the kids loved it, we'll definitely have you back, blah, blah, blah. And Buddy was like, so our pay cycle just happened. So we're gonna have to get you on the next pay cycle. So it'll be about 3 weeks max. If there's any problems, you give me a call. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. He looks at me and said, is 200 okay? I was like, 200 what? He's like, dollars. I was like, you're gonna pay me $200 for what I just did? He's like, is that not enough? Because we could probably get more in the budget. And I'm like, that will suffice.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was living with my mom. So my mom gets the check and she opens my mail. I told her that's illegal. She's like,
I was about to say, I was like, yo, you can't do
that's
that,
illegal.
Mom.
But
Mom, what
tell
you
that to
saying?
the person paying the rent.
Oh, yeah. You
Exactly.
can't say shit.
So she opens it up. She's like, what's this $200 check for? And I was like, oh, remember the show I did? I told you I did a couple weeks ago? She's like, yeah, that's from the show. And she's like, Akeem, you know that if you do this 4 to 5 times a week, that's your current salary, right? And I was like, And then the Comedy Dream was born.
Some simple math right
simple
there.
Shit like that.
Simple math.
Comedy Dream was born.
That's dope. So then what brought you from Montreal to Vancouver?
So I moved here during the pandemic. I moved here in 2020, and I just hit a ceiling. I just hit a ceiling. I wasn't getting the love that I felt not love. I wasn't getting the opportunities I felt I had rightfully earned. You know, you go to these bookers and you go to these people that run the main comedy clubs and stuff out in these areas, right, in these particular cities, and they're moving the goalpost, right? I'm a 1 + 1 = 2 type of guy.
Yeah.
What do I need to do to get to here? I love figuring shit out.
Easy.
I don't like not knowing shit. So I remember one time I would go up to the general manager of the club. I'd be like, hey, bro, like, I know that I'm not ready yet, but what are the steps? What is the blueprint to getting to that point? Right? Like, everybody, I think, should know. Like you don't have somebody come into your gym, like, hey, how do I look fit?
Yeah.
Well, these are the training points.
Sure.
And if you don't do the training points, you don't eat what you're supposed to eat, you won't be fit.
For sure.
So I asked him, he's like, you know what? Work on these, get this done, and then boom. So that's what I did. Now I know I have a path to go to. I know what I'm aspiring to. Each is a milestone. I hit a milestone, I know that I'm one step closer to getting weekends. So at that point, I crushed it. At the time that I moved, I had done 2 festivals, Just for Laughs festivals. I've opened up for big name comedians. I've done the most people I performed for was 1,200, and I bodied it, right? I have these big time executive people knowing who I am, right? And I still wasn't getting the opportunity. The last show I did over there, they invited me over, and I thought I was coming in and doing a feature spot.
Yeah.
These dudes give me 5 minutes, right, on a show that all the middle acts I've lapped them in terms of my career.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, but me, I don't cause no fuss. I don't fight to stay in a place that I'm not welcome in. So I said, you know what? Where can I go that is going to be fresh, is going to be new, and I can go in and start establishing roots there. And I've always, when I came here twice prior, I was like, I've always had a good time in Vancouver. Always. The first time I came here in 2018, they put me up on a weekend, and I got to open up, like, weekend. I've never done a weekend before.
Yeah.
So for me, if a club who's never even seen me before, I didn't even have to send a tape, is giving me an opportunity, and I'm flying across the country, but my home club won't even do that, I gotta go.
For me to go.
So so that's what I did. So shout out to this group called Bad Boys Are There. They canceled now, but they're moving on. Everyone's going on to do bigger things. They're the ones. It's a French Haitian group in Montreal.
What do you mean canceled?
Not canceled, but they.
That's a different word now.
Yeah, right. My bad. I'm sorry. I take it back. They have taken a step back from putting on their shows because a lot of individuals in there have built success, and the guy who runs it, Renzo Dashington, wants to start working on his own stuff instead of. You know what I'm saying? So they gave me the opportunity and the platform to build myself up, find out who I am as a comic, and have the confidence to make that leap from Montreal to Vancouver. So 2020 is when I moved, and I've been doing comedy and started acting ever since.
So what kind of acting do you do?
Mostly TV stuff. I'm trying to get into a movie, but it just hasn't gone my way. But I've done a lot of TV stuff. So I got what's out right now? Space Force. I've done A Million Little Things. That was a lot of fun. Got to meet Romney Malco. Dope. Snowpiercer. I just had this other show I did. It was a brief scene called Resident Alien. Superman and Lois, just a bunch of The Flash. There's a bunch of those like superhero shows and stuff like that.
It's funny because I'm pretty sure Prav was talking about like the same thing, like in terms of like moving the goalposts, like even here. So like, what do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
I think it's just because no matter what, there's an implicit bias in certain things. No matter what you do, you're gonna be biased. For example, you guys have created a platform. Right now, you're obviously open to bringing all types of people, but you want to put your niggas on first.
For sure.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to offer your services and your platforms because there's nothing greater than building something with the people, with your boys.
For sure.
Right? If you go look at all the famous people from back in the day, like the OGs that actually had to work and like travel from city to city, and the only people that were guaranteed to see them was the 50 people in their club. The Steve Harveys, the Moniques, the Tracy Morgans, all the Eddie Murphys, all Martin Lawrence, all of these people were like, they would see each other in New York. They would see each other at these spots. And like, you know what, we're going to do it together. Now, it's no surprise that they're all living legends now, household names, right? So that's what you want to do. Like,
For sure.
So I think the reason why, I just think it's shitty when you're not in that circle. So the people that are running the clubs out here, and you haven't penetrated that kind of network.
Yeah.
I mean,
they want to hold you back.
Yeah, it's shitty. It's shitty, but that should just motivate you to create something for yourself.
For sure, that's exactly
I'm on that
why.
wave now.
I just I've never understood that, like even that concept. Like I've never had that because I'm always so competitive.
Right.
That like if I was a comedian and I see how he's killing or how Pravi's killing or whoever, it's just like I just want to
do better.
Yeah, I don't want to like hold them back and be like, don't put Akeem on the show.
No.
How does that work?
So it's like for me, the way I've always looked at it is, if I see my boy crush, bro, that just motivates me. I just want to let me get up on stage. Son, you know, annoying. Even just the other day, I just did a show. Shout out to my friend. I'm gonna do a lot of shouts. Shout out to my friend Haley. She runs a show at Levels called Tagline Comedy. It's dope as hell. Every Thursday. Go check it out.
That's where your special is gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be at Levels, September 16th. We're gonna talk about that more in a second. But she asked me to come up and just do a spot because she had some dropouts, right? So I came in, did my spot, rode on my scooter because I'm a G like that. You feel me? And so she put me on right after the intermission. So I see people go up, and me, I'm a fiend with this shit. Bro, this shit's like crack to me.
Yeah.
Making people laugh is like what I want to do with the rest of my life.
That's so dope.
So I'm up there, I'm just like, shit, there's another one up. And I'm looking at the lineup, and I'm like, God damn, I gotta wait. Then there's a break. I just want to get up and make people laugh, bro. So when I see people go up there and crush it, I'm just like, I need a piece of that.
Yeah.
Because I want to go up there. I want to go up and do that too. It's a fiend. So, but for me, it's like, I'm so supportive.
Yeah.
Bro, all I want to see.
You have to be, man.
That's the only way you're going to see.
So I wanted to say, I want to talk about this. Do you feel like black people support other black people?
That's tough.
That's a tough question.
That's tough. You say definitely not?
I think people want, like for me, I would like to support black people. I feel like the level of like respect sometimes, for example, like you go to a white person to not be lame, but it's a black person like,
Right.
So like this shit like that was like.
I feel like at times we could struggle to understand how important it is to do certain things in order to support each other. Like if it's Akeem's show, like I'm just like I want to be let me be there on time. Like if he says 8, no later than 8. I don't want to come at 8:45 and do something like that.
This is a public service announcement. I'm tired. If I'm on the show, I'm booked for a show. I'm speaking directly to the camera. The show starts at 8. Don't ask me when I'm gonna be on. Don't ask me, so like doors open at? No, read the flyer. All the information you need is in the flyer. And I don't know unless I'm headlining, I don't know when I'm gonna be on. Even if I'm headlining, I don't know what time I'm gonna be on. Whenever people ask me, what time are you on? So you plan on being late?
Let them know.
You plan on being late. So please, for the love of God, people, stop asking me when I'm finna be on. I don't know.
There you go.
Come at 8 o'clock. You don't got to worry about it.
Come enjoy the whole show.
You don't got to worry about it. But to get back to the black people thing, here's what I'll say. I think there's a certain threshold before and after where the shift changes. So, for example, I think what's a big issue in the black community is that niggas will fucking roast you for trying.
100%.
They'll roast you for trying. Yes and no.
Yes and no. Because I grew, like playing football, that's what you do. Locker room, that's what you did. You just roast people. Like, you roast people for whatever.
But mind you,
you're dating a girl, you get roasted.
Right.
Don't matter. She ugly, whatever. You get roasted.
But that's something that's seen that we're naturally gravitate towards, right? Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, black people run sports. Oh, black people run, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody wants to say, I want to be an actor. Like, oh, you acting ass nigga. I'm like, yes, that's who I am, dog. Like, yes. But it's like, we're roasting people for just trying something.
Yeah, I got you.
Right? I think the leap in actually getting black support is when it actually starts working out. Like, for me, like, it's now that I'm on TV that I'm really starting to get heat.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Because I feel like regardless of, like, how well this does, I feel like once people who see it now are going to dismiss it until it becomes what we know it's going to become. And then they'll jump on the bandwagon, and it's like...
They'll jump on the bandwagon when people they fuck with start fucking with you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
so you know what's so funny? When I went out to dinner last night, asked Luigi, went out with 2 good friends of ours, Avran and Mareg, and they're from Ontario.
Oh, lit.
They spent more time in Ontario than I did, even though I was born in Mississauga. So like my mom had to move back and forth because of work. But ever since the 3rd grade, I've basically been here. So like my aunt and all my other families over there, but I didn't get to grow up there. So they grew up there. So like they were in the clubs seeing fucking The Weeknd when he had like 500 people, 200 people. 300, and then they see him now.
Small little theater joints.
Right? So they see him now. So it's like, it's interesting how like some people may have dismissed him then, and then now everyone's like, fuck, yo.
Because the people
right? And they're acting like they were there at the clubs at that time when they really weren't.
No.
And I feel like a lot of people do that. It's like, it's okay, but let's wait until other people think they're good for me to support.
I don't even think it's a conscious thing. I just think that's just innate.
No, for sure. No, I think it's subconscious. I think it's just subconscious.
But we
people
do
dismiss it until we see the numbers.
Facts.
And we see there's followers and we see there's listeners.
Oh shit, he's on.
And it's like, oh shit,
he on a record with Drake.
Yeah.
Oh no, I definitely got to tap in with him. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Netflix, Hulu, all this.
Why do you think that is? I know it's subconscious, and I agree. It's not. They're not like thinking that process out to be like that. But why do you think that is?
I think it's an image thing. I think that it's a pride thing. I think it's a combination of a lot of stuff. Like we, as black people, are a very, very prideful group of people. Which for some things it works out.
Curse.
Yeah, it works out for us. But then for others, it's a double-edged sword, right? Like for example, when you need support, like niggas will want to support you, but they don't want to pay. They'll come shut you out. They'll come.
See?
They'll come and hang out. They'll come in. They'll come to the show. But like, we'll repost. Niggas don't even want to repost.
That's
you.
it.
And that's free.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They all not look like I'm dick riding. What you mean? What is that? Exact. But you'll
right?
go.
But you'll dick ride a stranger.
Thank you. You got some merch.
Homie.
You got some you put in hella money into quality T-shirts and stuff like that. Put it in merch and stuff like that. But they don't want to pay what the $20 it costs. But they'll go buy $450, like $400 pair of Jordans.
Even when like Prav throws a shows on or Abdul, they'll be like, "Oh, I'll get you tickets for free." I'm like, I don't know. I can pay. I just went to the weekend, or I just went to this. Well, I paid for that. I could pay for yours. What are you talking about?
For me,
why would I do that?
Here's the thing. I'm all about the barter system.
Yeah.
And we learned about that in history. Where they're like, before we had money, niggas would exchange a pelt for like 3 things of water.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I'm about that. Like, for me, if I can't pay you or you can't pay me or whatever, all right, like, let's exchange services. Y'all got cameras, right?
Yeah.
Y'all got cameras. Shit, I need cameras for my show.
There you go. Let's talk about
it. Plug y'all up,
push
you in the poster, get y'all some advertisement.
It's
free. That's free. If we can exchange service and support each other, we will do we can get out of the money thing.
But yeah, I agree with that, and that's a great idea. I just think a lot of people don't have anything to offer.
That's fair too.
I think a lot of people don't. Like a lot of people may have a little bit of money or whatever the case may be. But like for example, like if you wanted to do that with somebody who wasn't really doing shit, like it's like, oh, like how many times you go up or do a set? Oh, like once every 3 months. It's like, do you really want to work with the person that you know doesn't have the work ethic and stuff like that?
But that's different though.
Yeah.
That's you assessing.
For sure. But like even then, like that in itself is like you don't have anything to bring to the table. Like if we're gonna barter something, you got to bring something to the table.
Facts.
I think he's funny as hell. It'd be good to have him on the podcast. We have cameras that he seems to need to use.
Right.
I don't fucking mind lending them out, or your cameras, my microphones, whatever.
Right.
Let's talk about it.
Right.
But
I
like,
mean, there's always something.
Yeah.
Like volunteer your time.
For sure.
Work as a server.
It doesn't have to be money.
It doesn't have to be money. You don't have to necessarily
just
be good
support
at
it. Yeah, you
anyone
just
can
support.
say, "Hi, would you like a beverage?" Anyone can
Just
do that.
support.
You know what I'm saying? Just support, and even then, just share it, bro.
Yeah.
Repost, share.
But
I
I feel like you should only reshare if it's actually good. If you believe it's good.
Facts,
if you watched it and you laughed and then you didn't reshare it, that's when the issue comes. Where it's like, that's your homie, man. You fucking thought it was funny.
I agree.
Fucking repost that shit.
A lot of niggas.
But like, there's a lot of niggas out there that we talk about that that just gas their homie up when they're fucking trash.
I think
that happens too.
I just want to get to that. That needs to be. We need to be honest with each other.
That's it.
Like you don't need to be a dick. Hey nigga, that shit wasn't it, bro.
That wasn't it.
I gotta tell people, listen. This is what you want to do. There's potential, but you need to go back to the lab.
And this is just my opinion. You don't have to take it to heart. You don't have to listen. But as your homie, I feel obligated to give you my truth and let you know.
I would not download this on Spotify or Amazon.
I'm just letting you know.
Or whatever.
That's it.
But we got it. But again, we need to get out of our own heads about it. Like as artists already are just like, you putting yourself out there to get a negative reaction, we're going to feel a type of way. That's just artists naturally. But we also, as a whole, as a society, need to understand that, okay, this person isn't out to get us.
That's it.
That's the problem in 2022. Everybody wants to be a fucking victim all of a sudden.
everyone's it takes everything personally.
Everyone's a victim all of a sudden.
Bro, relax.
Nigga, I'm not
Are you
trying to
looking
hurt
for
you.
a fight?
Bro,
Are you looking for a fight?
I couldn't imagine leaving the crib every day and then thinking this person wants that. Bro, this nigga ain't thinking about you.
They think I'm dressed up. Who
You know
gives a fuck?
You know how narcissistic it is?
It is.
To go out and think that people are thinking about you like that?
You're not that important.
Nigga, I don't give a shit. I'm not walking out the crib thinking somebody's trying to do me harm.
Yeah.
I'm about to go. Now, if I see it, you can tell when someone's trying to fuck you
for
up.
For sure, you can
address it or walk away or protect yourself. But I ain't finna fucking, this is stupid.
I'm not assuming. And like,
silly.
I'm hoping that you're telling me this because you want me to get better and that you want me to improve, so I'm going to listen.
Facts. If I didn't care, if I didn't want you to get better, then I'm not saying nothing.
That's why you listen to your homies. But see, based off of what we just had a conversation about, it seems like we have it, like the black community has it opposite. We're clowning when we try, and then when it's trash, we support, and when it's actually good, and someone's trying to do something that's actually good, we're kind of staying kind of low.
I wouldn't say it's the whole community. I would say
not the whole community. I just mean like, you know, I don't want to generalize.
I would argue it's the minority of the community.
Yeah.
Right. But they're the loudest.
That's what I'm saying, which tend to be the loudest.
That's all we focus on. That's all we focus
100%.
on. Why are you hating? But it's like, I remember watching this video, it's a podcast, with one of my favorite comedians, Lil Duval. Right?
He's funny, man.
Hilarious.
He's fucking hilarious.
Y'all haven't peeped on Lil Duval?
Yeah.
Changing the game. Right? He talked about how people's motivation is to do stuff to prove people wrong. When you have so many people that you need to prove right. Bro, one of my best friends, Ben, was a hooper.
Yeah.
We met in college. He was one of the everyone said he wasn't gonna play D1. Everyone said he wasn't gonna play D1.
Yeah.
He ended up being a 3-year starter.
There you go.
Right? From his rookie season all to his last. He got a D1 scholarship to the States. Right, was starting first year, won academic All-American, all that shit, bro. Like he was the guy. He killed it. He crushed everybody. But his motivation was that he wanted to prove so many haters wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but what about all the people that are saying you could do it?
For sure.
Like, bro, my motivation is to prove people right.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to look stupid. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to make someone look stupid, I'm going to make the people that don't believe in me look stupid.
For sure, for sure.
Bro, there's so many people that just believe in me, and and the people that do reshare my shit, and then go around when I'm not even around, say, yo, Akeem's the next best thing. Akeem's going to be taking over this country.
100%.
Those are the people I'm doing
And people
it for.
also don't think that shit makes a difference. It makes the biggest
Huge.
difference, man. Word of mouth. If like someone that you trust and someone that you know doesn't, especially if they're truthful, like someone who's honest, who you know doesn't back anything, don't cap.
Yeah.
If they're the one saying something's legit, then it's like, okay, I should check it out.
Let me peep it.
Yeah, let me peep it.
You have the product to back it up.
That's it.
And it's just so dope. So I mean, why? Like, I just don't thrive through negativity. Like even
some people do.
It's crazy.
But I don't mind it though. Like I get it. But what if you get from both? What if I'm like, I want to fucking prove this person right. This person says I can do it. Great. And then someone's like, you fucking suck. I'm like, oh, I'm about to show you.
Because you don't have enough energy to do more. For me, I have all the energy in the world. I'll never stop.
Yeah.
I can never stop.
For sure.
Bro, if y'all wanted to run this podcast for 3 hours, then I have to go run to a show and do this. Bro, I can get it all done in a 100%. Day. But if I'm moving off, that's weighs on your shoulders, bro. Because eventually, it's just gonna get too heavy.
Yeah, it can. For
like
some
how
people.
much? Like how much can someone possibly take to prove to have negativity in you to the point where it's like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah. If that's purely what you're driven off of, wasn't MJ MJ didn't give a fuck about who loved him.
No, he cared about bro. He cared about winning. He cared about winning.
And who hated, and he even got to the point where he just made shit up. He was like, this
Kobe too.
He's looking at me funny. He must not think who I am.
But look at Kobe.
He took it to the extreme. Kobe did too.
Yeah, Kobe did too.
Yeah, he has no friends.
When I heard that story saw that interview about Kobe not talking to his teammates for 2 weeks, because MJ said that you can put on the shoes, but you'll never be able to fill them. I was like, that's a little extreme.
Yeah.
Your teammates ain't doing nothing to you. Why are you telling your teammates, like, Kobe mad at us? Like, nah. So that's the way I look at it. It's like, bro, I rock for the people that support me, bro. Simple as that. And if you don't support me, like, it is what it is. I can't help you because I don't know why you wouldn't. Like, okay, me and Pravi had this conversation a couple weeks ago. I understand why people wouldn't like me.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
It's not my fault.
Oh, no, 100%.
I don't go out of my way.
That's well said. Well said.
That's not my fault.
Yeah.
If you don't like me, you're the problem.
Yeah, 100%. Because I'm just me. I'm just being myself.
What don't you like?
Yeah. Whatever it is, that's okay.
Like?
But like, don't like speak respectful. Don't disrespect. You don't have to like me.
My question is, what is it don't you like?
Yeah.
My goal in life
I don't like your voice, dog. Your voice way too sexy. It's bothering me right now.
I've been getting a lot about my
it's
voice.
way, nah, it's way. I can't do it.
I've been getting a lot about my voice.
Like, you've been talking a lot this whole time, and the whole time, just like, what the fuck is this? Is he smoking or what?
He got a fiance too.
What's that?
He got a fiance.
Yeah.
This is why I don't need to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because I got this.
That's it.
This is the register
You got the vocal.
I'm funny. I got this register.
Box.
Stop it.
Yeah.
But for real though, I did ask. I'm like, if you don't like me, that's on you, bro. My goal in life for my career is to put other people on. The end game is to build a production company in Canada where I could put on every artist imaginable.
Let them know.
Actors, dancers, singers, rappers, comedians, podcasters, whatever you want. That's my goal. That is my goal. Yeah. But regardless of what other people think.
Yeah, of course. Everyone can't think like that.
Regardless of how other people think. My shit, I've made it a point in my career
in the ground.
to make sure that whatever resources I have, and I don't need to be a household name to share resources. If I know that niggas need exposure, hey, yo, I got 2 homies that want to come through, that got a podcast, you should hit them up.
Yeah.
Like, it's little things like that. So if you don't like me, that's on you. Right? Don't get mad at me because I'm doing shit that you wish you were doing. Instead of getting mad, how about you embrace me, talk to me, and ask me, yo, Akeem, how do we get here? Son, I just got one of my good friends, Alicia, I just hooked her up with an agent.
Yeah. That's it, man. I feel like people do that all the time. Like, people, they want to do certain things. They see you actually doing it, and they don't understand. It's just work.
It's just work.
It's just work. Just work. Sit down.
Have
Stanley,
a conversation.
Does 12:30 work for you?
Like,
Akeem, 12:30 work for you?
Yes.
All right, we'll set it up. Work.
Have a conversation. Don't get mad at the person that's grinding because you wish you were there. Bro, you know how many comedians I've seen snap at other comedians on stage? On stage. Because they're upset that their career's not going nowhere.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a bum, bro.
That's bum
and
shit.
And the nigga knows who I'm talking to.
Hey.
The nigga knows who I'm talking to. No, I'm here for the smoke today,
bro. That's some bum shit, though.
No, son, I'm
telling you, that's bum shit.
I've had an August.
Yeah.
My August was crazy.
How's your August? August 1st and
rough.
Go.
Rough. It was a rough. Bro, I got to do the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal for the first time in my career.
I know people were salty about that. I'm not going to lie. You can just tell. So you just see Just for Laughs, people are just super salty that they're not there.
Son. Bro, I've been going to Just for Laughs since I started doing comedy. Just to be around. Network, meet people. I met some of my closest friends, some people that are doing the biggest shit in comedy ever, doing it at the highest level possible. There's people are in my phone today, going to these people's weddings, shit like that. That's the level of friendship. And that's just me being around and being a cool ass nigga.
That's it.
Now this year, the first year that I actually got invited to perform, my tape is dropping out next week. Stay tuned for that.
Hey.
Right? I got to actually be in the festival, right? Now, you do the festival, your career. I've never met anybody who hasn't done the festival and their career hasn't taken off. Son, there's Ashton Womack, comic out of New York, was New Faces back in, I think it was 2018. He did New Faces. Dude's been working on The Daily Show ever since. Crazy. With Trevor Noah. Was at the Emmys last night. I seen that story. Hey, my dude, it's been a minute.
Congratulations.
Proud of you. Congrats.
100%.
Keep grinding, keep hustling, keep working.
It.
Killing it, right? So now, I go do the Just for Laughs Festival. Yeah. I come back. Nigga, ask me how many shows I've done since I've been back.
How many shows you been?
6.
How long have you been back for?
A month. I've been back since all of August. A month. Because some shit that went down here that had my name involved in it, that had all these comics going, right? And like, oh shit, Akeem, we can't work with Akeem. And they don't want to put me on. That's crazy. Now it's like, and you know what's crazy? It's like, these are people who I thought were my friends and my peers.
Yeah.
But then you realize who.
They switch up on you.
Yeah, when they were looking, but they were just looking for reasons to not fuck with me.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? You hear about it. Like, let's say if you're in the rap, like you love rap, you hear about these guys having fallen outs and shit like that. You're like, I wonder what happened. And it's shit, just niggas
Little
getting jealous,
like
yo.
That.
Just guys get jealous.
But it's not even. I don't even think it's about jealousy. I just think it's just more. Well, jealousy is a little hint into the sauce, but I think it's a lack of understanding. And clearly, we weren't as close as we thought we were. Because for me, if any one of my homies, certain homies, did some shit, and I'm like, nigga, I know this nigga. Even if he did do it, hey, bro, I heard some shit. Let's talk about it. I didn't get a phone call. I didn't even get a phone call.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have that. Like, that's me and Daniel.
Yeah. So I FaceTime this guy all the time now. I think he's the only guy I FaceTime.
I FaceTime a handful of people too.
I don't fucking FaceTime any. I don't talk on the phone, bro.
Yeah,
I FaceTime this guy.
It's work. I hate being on my phone. I'm already there for work.
COVID
that you thought were your peoples.
That's it. Squashed it. Squashed it.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
Yeah, all you gotta do is just talk to me, man.
Like, I mean, like, does that sound like me? Like, for real? Like, let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Does it sound like me? But listen, this is niggas you just gotta cut off.
That's it.
God puts trials and tribulations in your way to let you know who's meant to rock with you.
You gotta
who's
navigate.
not meant to rock
You
with
gotta
you. So that's what I'm
navigate.
saying. So for me, if you don't fuck with me, bro, all my energy is devoted to promoting the culture, promoting good comedy, because I love this shit. So I love this shit at all levels. Like from seeing someone's first set to see how they develop and get better and to start doing bigger shit, bro. I will go up to you and say, bro, that shit right there was hilarious.
Yes, sir.
I'm not above telling a nigga he's great. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I know I'm a strong personality.
Yeah, for sure.
I know that optics-wise, if you're not comfortable in yourself, that looking at person like a nigga like me,
you're gonna be uncomfortable.
I don't fuck with this dude.
Yeah.
What
You're
don't
gonna
you
be
fuck with?
uncomfortable.
Are you
100%.
listening to the shit I say? Or you listening to how I act? Because if I was using this energy
Yeah.
to cape for you, we'd be best friends.
100%.
You feel what I'm saying? But get solid in yourself, nigga.
Dude, I go through that shit all the time. I'm so aggressive. Like, my personality is so aggressive that, like, if you don't actually hang out with me and know me and talk to me on a regular basis, you're like, I don't like this guy.
But these niggas,
I'm okay.
But it's like niggas that hang out with you, and I see you on.
Those are the opinions that matter the most.
Yeah, but
everyone else is like.
But imagine it's other niggas that are with you and are around you, that are in the CrossFit community, right? That are just like, yo, I don't fuck with this nigga real quick, but they won't say nothing to you.
It is what it is.
Say it with your chest, little ass boy.
It is.
And the nigga knows who I'm talking to. Yeah, nigga, like don't. But it's great. I'm not even pretending. Like, I'm going up to, hey, yo, what's good, bro? What's good? Dapping them up, and all of a sudden they wishing for my demise in the fucking back of a kitchen.
That's crazy.
And nigga, you know who I'm talking to, little ass boy. You know who I'm talking to. I'm here for the smoke, bro. Like, bro, I spent all August confused.
Yeah.
Genuinely confused and wondering, like, bro, these niggas are supposed to be my friends. Now I don't give a fuck. I'm about to be a fucking snob.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm about to be a snob. I'm working with people that I love and appreciate.
You see, you can see it like in other aspects, like in terms of the culture. Like you can see, like whether it's rappers or whoever.
Right.
When that happens to them, they do the same thing. They're like, this is not like there's no friends in this because like. Sometimes which is sad, but it's like you can't because unfortunately there's people out there like that and you can't.
It's so sad.
It's so hard to pick and choose. Like I don't know how Akeem is like
Right.
unless I get to know him. I don't know how Stanley is unless I get to know him. So like for me to put that time in is like it takes a lot. And then for at the end of the day, me getting snubbed and being like, fuck, I thought Stanley was my boy, dog.
Right.
It's the only nigga I FaceTime. You gonna do me like that?
Stan, no.
You gonna do me like that,
No,
bro?
but you know what's crazy? And it's funny because I remember, like, again, just being that new kid on the block, like coming to Just for Laughs, is hanging out on the fly on the wall. I used to wonder, I'm like, bro, why do these like celebrity comics, these established comics, act like that? Bro, I remember sitting in a conversation, and this comic comes up and like just introduce myself, hey, what's up? And it's like, what's up? What's good? And I'm like, one word answers type shit. Not fucking with me. I'm like, damn, who pissed in this person's cereal? Like, I didn't do nothing. But then their coworker comes up to me, hey, bro, what you been at, bro? Was looking for you last night. You dipped. Like, yeah, I had to go home. And then all I needed was that cosign, and that person came in. And I was like, you was acting so different then. Now a nigga got a cosign. But it's like, I get it. Because you don't know who's in there genuinely to, like, be friends with you and be cool with you, or just looking for your demise, or just want something.
Yeah. And
I learned that this month.
And you know what's also tough is that, like, if you see someone coming up that's actually putting in the work more than you, let's say someone's here, and they see Akeem fucking putting in the work, and they're like,
they get mad.
They ain't
but it's
trying
like,
to have that.
nigga, put in the work, bro. My work ethic is different.
But they don't want to work.
That's on them.
But they want that's the thing. A lot of people, especially now, want the results that only the work can get you.
So sad.
And they're like, no.
And you being a trainer,
I'd rather just chop his shit down than build my own shit up.
That's
wild,
like, bro. Like that's like, son, you're a trainer. If you never trained a day in your life, feeding this next nigga burgers, fries, and French fries ain't gonna make you look more in shape, nigga.
No, 100%. No,
it ain't gonna make you more in shape. Like, that don't make no sense.
I'm trying to help niggas. I'm giving niggas apples,
Fact,
dog.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to feed niggas apples, bruh.
Nah, fuck them apple shit.
Yo,
bro.
I can't believe you didn't eat my. Yo,
I did eat the apple.
Oh, okay,
I ate it, but like I had a glizzy and I had a samosa before because I had the apple. I was able to eat the glizzy.
You asked for something to eat. I gave you something healthy. I'm trying to help
showed
you
up with
out,
an
dog.
apple, bro.
So,
apple.
what's your process like in terms of, like, you have your stand-up, your special coming up. Like, what's your process in terms of writing jokes, making jokes, or like obviously life experience is a big part of it, but like
And honestly, man, it's I probably need a better process. It's simply just whatever I find funny.
Yeah.
I just write down on my phone. I got my notes, and it's like,
How deep is that?
It's pretty deep. I can show you.
Yeah. I want to see how.
I got people blowing up my phone calling me. Hold on. So it's like, I got all these like sets that I've done.
Damn.
That I like put the jokes that I want to say in different sets.
Damn.
Yeah, but
Like what's the
if
date
you go
of the last
this
one?
this is all the
damn.
jokes I ever wrote.
Yeesh.
Anything that's
in one tab?
Yeah, one tab. So I'll just sometimes I'll go back like year one and see what jokes I was doing. Oh, I can make this funnier now.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
works well with this.
Oh, you could tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, because now I'm a better comic.
For sure.
You know who you are. You think smarter. You're moving quicker. Your shit's going like, bro, I look at shit I did year one. I'm like, who the fuck let this nigga on stage?
So I know you were saying you left Montreal because like it kind of capped out a little bit.
Yeah,
but
hit
like,
a ceiling.
what about the comedy scene in general in terms of like the people in the area, like the Vancouver people, Montreal
comedy scene
people?
here?
Yeah. Which one would you say is better? Forget like the promoters and the people
Yeah.
that you're trying to do business with, but actual people coming to the shows. Like which one has like the best vibes or even shows up the most because like comedy's big in that city? Let's go all cities. Let's go all cities that you've been to.
I'll start off with Montreal. Montreal from when I started was okay.
Yeah.
It was an okay scene. It was a good place to start. A lot of people have this misconception because the Just for Laughs festival is there, that it's like this like happening scene. It's the best place to go. Everybody's like, but I mean, outside of the month of July, it's you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there's your gatekeepers. You have a select few places that you can like go up, and the gatekeepers obviously kind of keep it niche. At first, when I was going around, there was one club. It was like they were like the biggest. They were like the kid with the biggest stick in the yard.
Yeah.
They dictate who goes up, and if you wanted to get on, meet American performers, meet like touring headliners and shit like that, you had to go through that club. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So when somebody knows they have to go through you to get in, you could do whatever you want. You could charge a nigga $20. You could charge a nigga $100. What are they gonna do? It's either they really want to get in or they really don't.
Yeah.
Now the scene has grown up where a lot of more independent people are putting on big shows. For example, one this dude I work with, love him to death, Big Will. He's given me opportunities to open up for people like White Yardie and open up my own shows and put me on. Like, if I told this man that I was coming to Montreal tomorrow, he's putting on a show. I'm talking 100 people, $40 a ticket, and he's paying me bread, right? So now the scene has kind of grown, and the comics that were a couple months in when I left are now producing their own shows and putting on dope shit, right? So it's like it's good to see the growth. I think there's a lot of development happening in Montreal, and it's growing into a great, phenomenal scene. And I think that the right people are putting themselves in position to give out opportunities and to put on dope shit.
Which is what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, got
which is
you.
dope. Toronto's rough.
Is it rough?
It's rough. I'll tell you why. Because Toronto's divided. Toronto's divided into two parts. When I first went there, I stayed there for about 2.5, 3 months. Right? Toronto's the type of place where it's like they'll tell you, you'll figure out which side of the tracks you lie on. And I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, you'll figure out, like, do you want to do comedy to appease like bookers and like appease like the networks and stuff, or do you want to do what's real comedy? Essentially what that means is, do you want to make money or do you not want to make money?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what it was told to me. Personally, Toronto's not my type of city to live in. That's just me.
Like, what about it?
This city's just big, bro.
It is big.
And a lot of niggas from
GTA
Toronto.
is huge, man.
Yeah, a lot of niggas from Toronto. Like, you see a lot of comics coming from Toronto that I've met that because they're from Toronto, they think they can come and shit on other comics from other cities. And I'm like, dog, who are you?
Yeah.
I forget this nigga's name. This is brown comedian. He's like 40-some years old. He wears jeans that don't cover his ankles at 40. Like they're orange, nigga. And I'm like, I remember he went on. I went back to visit, not last summer, but the summer before, and he did a show, and he bombed. Like he went up like I think second or third. He bombed. Like it was ass. And his whole thing's like, if you think you think this is great, this is the best that you're gonna see tonight. And
That's what he said on stage?
some shit like that, along the lines of essentially saying we're all trash. Or
Yeah.
Or like, you're gonna see worse comedians than me. And I'm like, nigga, you're on the show too. That's another thing. Listen, I don't care how big you are, or you're not above anybody.
Yeah.
For me,
That's in anything though.
Son, I don't care what
Yeah.
you've done in this group. If we're at the same show, we're the same. We're the same at that moment.
For sure.
Don't act above me because you have certain credits that only because you've been doing it just as longer than this person.
Yeah, or because of relationships, not
Nigga, we're
actual
all
material.
if we're at an open mic, we're both at this open mic. Don't try to sit here and flex on me. I would never do that to somebody.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm above anybody despite my accomplishments. It means shit to me. Them accomplishments mean shit to me because I'm still at those open mics testing jokes. I'm still liable to bomb just like that. So I've met a couple of comics like that from Toronto. Mind you, with that said, I have so many dope friends from Toronto.
Oh, for sure.
Shout out to Cliff Knight. Shout out to Foad. Shout out to, all these comics, Kenny Robinson, Patrick Hay, all these people, Aaliyah Kanani, all these people who are fucking dope comics out of there that don't have the mentality because they're successful. People who are successful don't act like that. They're oh shit, you want to come on? Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Toronto, I'll tap into Toronto, but I don't think I'd ever live there in terms for comedy. If it was for acting and stuff and I had no choice, then for sure I would figure it out. But I would never choose to live there.
It is a big city, man.
Yeah.
It's big.
And in Vancouver, Vancouver's great because you can make a little bit of money right away. The culture in Vancouver is they really pride themselves on paying artists and really
you have to, or you'll be homeless. You'll be homeless.
Facts.
Yeah.
But even if it's
you don't get
$20,
paid, you're gonna be homeless in Vancouver.
But here's the thing, though. There's shows that I've done where I've been each chance for $10 for a 10-minute set. There's shows that I've done here that I've gotten paid $60 for a 10-minute set. You know what I'm saying? It's just about the conscious effort to make sure that we're not just doing this for fun. We want to make sure we give back at any point possible.
For sure.
No matter how little, no matter how big it is, that's the art. But it is clicky here. It is, and now you'll find clicks every seating, but it is arguably the most clicky city I've ever seen here.
It is.
Ever.
Ever.
It's a very clicky, and that's just outside of comedy too. I'm talking about just friend
that's
groups.
all of Vancouver. Yeah.
But every nigga dresses the same.
Yeah, not yet.
All black, white shoes. No matter what clique you in, that's the uniform everybody wearing. All black, white shoes.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I've adopted that.
Yeah.
I've adopted that style now.
I'm wearing yellow.
Yeah,
you're
you
wearing you're
all
wearing
black,
yellow.
I had white shoes right
nice
there.
socks, nigga. You're wearing yellow too.
Yeah, I am. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, it's very clicky here, which is something that I learned a couple months in moving here, and then if it feels ostracizing if you're not out in that clique. I can see it.
And it's hard. I feel like it's hard as a grown man or woman to move cities and then make friends.
Do high school shit?
Yeah.
I mean,
Vancouver's hard to make new friends. I've had random people DM me oh, I've seen your stuff, we should do something. And then not that I don't want to, but I'm I have my
core people.
Yeah, and just my routine.
Yeah.
I'm working. I don't have time to just go out randomly and make friends with some person that messaged me online type stuff.
Right.
Or just move to the city.
Come to a show.
Yeah,
come
or
to the gym.
come work out or come do something where there's a chance for us
It
to
makes more
interact.
sense,
Yeah, but some people, I think they just go about it the wrong way.
That's what I do for dates.
Yeah.
If I'm going on a date with a girl, if I meet some girl online or I meet out in the streets and she wants to oh, let's go grab a drink, come to a show.
Yeah.
That kills two birds with one stone.
For sure.
Because you tell people you're a comic, stand up? I do, what do you do, stand up? Comedy? It's oh my God, tell me a joke. Another thing.
Tell me a joke.
Stop asking me to tell y'all a fucking joke on the spot when y'all find out I'm a comic. Don't do that shit. I'm gonna be nice to meet you. And then with a straight face and keep pushing.
That's it.
Stop doing that. But it's an easy icebreaker. You come see what I do, right? You come see what I do. More often than not, I'm getting a free drink, a drink ticket, so I can give her that. Here's a drink ticket. And then we can get food over right there. And I'm getting paid to be there.
There you go.
Whether it's $20, $10, whatever, that I can go to our apps or whatever like that. And it's a win-win situation. That's my cheat code.
Yeah.
Bring them, come to a show.
That's not bad.
And that's if you want to get to know me and meet friends. Come to the show. I'll kick it with you afterwards. Because I go talk to everybody after the show, see how they liked it.
Yeah,
Is that up there,
100%.
promote
You
other
got to
shows.
interact after. Unless you got to run out to go to a next one, respect. But, if you're able to hang out, you can't just go home.
At the end of the night,
Yeah.
when my night is done,
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, so come through.
All right, before we go, tell us about your special. I need to know.
All right, September 16th, all right, That's What's Up comedy special. A lot of people I've been critique my stand-up, and they're always on me about crowd work and how much crowd work I do, right? When my opinion is, as long as I'm making the crowd laugh, however which way I do that,
Don't matter.
it doesn't matter. That's the job.
So when we saw you last week, that was all crowd work.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot
Prov
of
said it was all crowd work.
Most of it was.
Yeah,
I mean, most of that was because I'm just trying to work the muscles to do my crowd work special because that's what That's What's Up is.
Okay.
Whenever I do crowd work, I always end up saying that's what's up. So to double down and to, I don't know, piss people off or whatever, I'm doing a whole crowd work special. Some of my favorite comics have done it, and I'm going to do it too.
There you go.
So it's going to be about a 40-minute crowd work special. We have my boy Abdul. We have Haley.
Yeah. So you know what's so funny about Duel? That's like that was one of my best friends. Just like
word?
life kind of. But like, dude, I fucking grew up with that kid since like grade
Word?
three, all the way to like just after high school.
Where are you going to see him at the
No, I saw him last week.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to see him at the show?
Yeah, I've seen him. I've gone to 2 of his shows now.
Okay.
I think the last one he headlined, and then the one before he just had a spot. That was on Gore Ave. The spot is Gore Ave, right?
Is that where Providence's thing?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So he did it. Yeah, but anyway, like fucking tight high school, like all through high school.
Well, he's gonna be there. You have my girl Haley, and you have one of my favorite comics in the city, Robert Peng. If you
He's
don't,
fucking hilarious, man.
Bro. Don't sleep on this dude.
He's so funny.
Robert Peng is fucking hilarious.
He talks so fast and like he does it so well, man.
And you can't even argue what he says.
You can't argue with anything. You're like,
28-year-old virgin.
What did he was like, what did he say? I hope it's not a part of his bit, but like he was like, Akeem fucking thinks that.
No, I gotta clear that up for the people watching. No, so we did a show. We did a show out in Gastown, and after the show, there was these 3 girls that were there talking to us. It was me, him, and the 3 girls. Beautiful girls.
Yeah.
Beautiful girls, right? And we're talking, and this dude's talking about fucking cartoon porn. But then he goes up on stage and flips it, and I was like, Akeem will use you to look dumb so he can get girls. I'm like, that's not what happened, nigga. You started talking about the fucking tentacle shit. I didn't talk about that.
That was so.
You brought that up, Peng. I love you.
That was so funny,
Call
bro.
a spade a spade. And then we got, of course, Pravi hosting it off because I know I can't think of anybody better to come
100%.
in and host up. So September 16th, tickets, we got about, I think, 20 tickets left. We got some tables, too, if y'all want to pull up and get some tables.
Hey,
it's going to be a vibe, bro.
Table.
We're going to record it. It's going to be dope. I got a taping coming out next week. Look out for me on the Discovery Series. I'm pretty sure they're putting it on YouTube, but we'll get back to that. Nah, man, it's been dope, bro.
That's it, man.
I wanted to get into your stupid fitness routine, but we can't even got time for that. CrossFit is weird.
Yeah, we get to fitness real quick. Let's go.
CrossFit is weird.
It's weird. What about it is weird?
It's professional exercising.
It is. It definitely is.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I see these CrossFit competitions. I'm like, what's the goal?
Yeah. So I'll explain it.
Please.
So what it is, there's different types of scoring if we're doing a competition. So let's say we're doing a competition.
You've done
right?
a competition?
Oh yeah, I've done many.
Okay.
Yeah. So one could be weight. So we'll be like 1 rep max back squat or 3 rep max back squat. And then you get 15 minutes to build yourself as heavy as you can to get as heavy as Hakeem can squat for 3 reps.
So you do more weight, you squat and do.
Yeah, so like if let's say 15 minutes, go. You'd get the barbell, you'd start fucking hitting squats. And then you'd add weight, 3 squats, add weight, 3 squats, rest. And you have 15 minutes to get as heavy as Hakeem can in that 15 minutes to do a 3 rep max back squat.
That sounds silly.
Okay, so that's one way.
Okay.
Is weight. Another way, it's called as many reps or as many rounds as possible. So me and you, regardless, we're going to work for 20 minutes. We have to do 400-meter run, 10 burpees, 10 pull-ups. We're trying to do 400 meters, 10 burpees, 10 pull-ups as many times as we can in 20 minutes. That's another score. Another form of scoring is for time. So we give you a certain amount of work, and you got to get that work done as fast as you can. So it'll be like 30 box jumps, run a mile, 100 push-ups, as fast as you can. I do it in fucking 12 minutes. You did it in 15. I'm fitter than you.
Yo, that sounds suicidal.
It is. It can be for some people. No, 100%.
People want to do this for fun?
Okay, you know what's so funny? One of the funniest things I've seen is when I got Stanley to run, like we do a warm-up run usually.
You did the shit?
No. He just did the warm-up run. So like I'll explain what the workout is on the board, and then I'll be like, okay, you guys, any questions? No, we good? Okay, let's warm up. Let's go for a quick jog. It's like about 900 meters, maybe a kilometer.
A kilometer?
Yeah, as a warm-up jog. The end, if you see boundary, it's a little bit of an incline. That's okay. So one day I was like, Stanley, you should go on a run with them. He's like, nah. I'm like, come on, man. I fucking, you don't know me, but you know me. I can convince. So I got him to fucking go on the run with the class. This nigga came back. What's that?
You called him a bitch, didn't you?
I definitely did.
I'm
very convincing.
Let me tell y'all something.
I'm very convincing.
If you want a nigga to do anything, bitch. Watch it. What?
I know, bitch.
Watch the laces
Yeah,
get tied
yeah,
up
yeah.
so quick.
You got shoes? You got shoes?
Bruh.
So, convinced him. I did my thing. Convinced him to go on a run. Swear to God, when he got back, I thought I had to call it like 911. I was
100%?
no, 100%. He was out. He couldn't do anything for like 35 minutes.
100%.
Your boy was actually like,
Were you wearing those jeans?
no. He was all good. I was worried. It was one of those things where I was like, shit. Nigga, am I gonna get sued? I don't know.
Let me tell you something.
I was like, as soon as I saw him lay down and he looked like his eyes roll in the back of his head, I was like, nigga, did you sign the waiver?
You signed the
You
waiver.
signed the waiver, right?
That's why I said,
we
bro,
good,
I
baby.
just posted something like that. For me, listen, any activity that requires me to sign a waiver is not an activity I should be
Yeah,
doing.
right? You gotta be careful. You gotta be cautious. So I had
That
to make
is
sure.
real,
I was like,
bro.
you did sign it, right? All right, you'll be all right. Don't worry. Just walk it off, nigga.
Son,
you good.
no,
You
wait.
good. You
I
good.
be watching y'all do some shit. It was crazy.
We'll do a workout. I made Pravi do a workout. Were you there for that? Dude, I made Pravi do a workout at the old gym. He did all right.
I need you to say this clear. Is my mic on? Is my levels on? I'm going to say this clear. One time and one time only. I will be damned if this nigga, zoom in on him in post, if this nigga catches me doing any of this wild shit. I'm doing these, and these. That's it. And then maybe one of these. That's it.
That's it.
I'm not doing no crazy shit, bro.
We'll see.
No, we'll see. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And then you're not gonna finish have me do all that and give me an apple
Stop
at the
being
end
a
of this
bitch,
shit.
nigga.
See?
Yeah.
See? Now you're gonna get me hot.
As soon as he's done, here's an apple, nigga. Get up.
Now you're gonna get me hot. Nah, I'm telling you, I'll watch. Listen, what y'all do is
Crazy shit. Crazy shit. Yeah.
But it's unnecessary. Again, I'm funny.
It is
I just want
unnecessary.
to look good in clothes.
There you
That's
go.
it. I don't
In
need
clothes?
to do
I thought you said naked.
both.
Okay, cool.
I'm all for. I like shapes. I like the way clothes fit.
No, 100%.
But like, I don't need to do all that
All right, fair enough.
nigga, for me to look good. You get pussy.
I appreciate you coming through, dog.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
No, you're gonna come back again once Pravi's
Hell
sick.
yeah.
This is
Oh,
an
is that supposed to be
unexpected
all three of
feeling.
us?
It's supposed to be all three of us.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't want that.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I got a third mic. I got everything fucking this week. Because I was like, Akeem's coming on, and then we're supposed to have Ola on too. So I was like, well, all three be on.
Oh,
and then
that
this
shit would be
nigga got
wild.
the bubble guts, and we were like,
Ola?
all right, cool. No, Pravi. That's why he's not
Yeah,
here.
because he be eating wild shit.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
told
he
him.
ate these fucking wings before the show. Oh no, when was the show? Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday. He ate these wings before the show, and I didn't know. I showed up. I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Yo, don't hug me too hard, nigga. My stomach."
Hey, yo, he has the worst digestive system on the planet, nigga. Because he should be doing silly shit. Like, that's the type of nigga he was eating dirt as a kid. Like, he making mud pies and really eating the mud. Like, he's a goofy ass nigga. I love him, but she
We
does
love
goofy
you, Prav.
shit.
Yeah,
I don't feel bad.
Once he feels better, we'll get all three of us.
When bad shit happens to Pravi like that,
Yeah.
I don't feel bad because I know he just did something to deserve it.
And then I think eventually we'll have to get a fourth chair just in case. Because
Yeah, why not?
having you and Ola on the same time.
That would be lit.
But first three, so once he feels better, we'll get all three of us
100%,
going again.
I'm game,
Couple
bro. Thanks
weeks.
for having me,
Yeah,
man.
we'll definitely. I want to get it after the special for sure. Because then we could talk about it. How
Yeah,
it
we
went.
can talk
Hondo.
about that'll be a lot of fun. I
Hondo.
can't wait for that special, bro. I dead ass can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I'm
be-
in, man. Get me a table. Tell me how much. I got you.
Say less, bro. Of course.